What we have is a medicine called naltrexone, which significantly reduces or eliminates the cravings for alcohol.
From the time you and I first talked, I could hear how desperate you truly were.
I gotta get my son back.
And that is why I think you're going to be incredibly successful with this.
Todd was at rock bottom when he met with Dr. Falieres, who joins us now. Thanks for being with us. And before we talk about Todd in particular, Dr. Berman, you wanted to explain a little bit about what naltrexone is and how it works.
Naltrexone is a dopamine antagonist, so it blocks, the pleasure-seeking impulses that alcoholics and addicts have. And traditionally, this has been an oral medication that you take as a pill. And the problem with that has been, and the challenge for us as healthcare professionals, is that people obviously don't want to take it.
So
right?
Todd he's tried everything, and I think he came to you finally out of desperation, willing to try anything that may help him. So you actually used an implant where it slowly releases naltrexone. Explain that to us.
We use the Start Fresh program, which is a combination of the psychosocial life coaching with this naltrexone implant. And this is introduced subcutaneously through a very small procedure in the right lower quadrant of the abdomen. And it slowly releases this medication in very low doses over a number of months. It depends on the individual, their metabolism, but long term, which allows them then, without the cravings, that they can absorb, ingest, and digest the teachings and the coachings of their counselors, of their group sessions, deal with the triggers, have the tools, accumulate all these things so they can, within the framework of their own lives, they can deal with all of these triggers.
And just 1 week ago, Todd had the implant procedure performed.
Todd has done very good. Today's the day that he'll have the naltrexone implant surgically placed in the right lower quadrant of his abdomen.
I've craved alcohol like you wouldn't believe going through detox.
Right after surgery, the medication is absorbed into the body rapidly, and our patients report that even on the ride home, their cravings for alcohol are diminished.
I am so excited about not drinking. I've never been this excited in my life.
Dr. Krugman, who's our plastic surgeon, will perform the procedure. Dr. Krugman has now just made the first incision. He's tunneling through the adipose tissue, the subcutaneous fat, roughly 6 to 7 centimeters above the initial incision. This is the naltrexone implant that we have specially made. Right now he's placed the syringe in the tunnel. How you doing, bud?
Good.
So the implants are in place.
All right.
You're now on the road to recovery.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
In more ways than one.
So that was 1 week ago. Todd joins us today. And Todd, first of all, thank you for sharing your story with us.
Oh, thank you.
And I also want to emphasize that Todd is just beginning his long journey. Alcohol abuse is a very serious thing. And I imagine this last week has not been an easy one for you.
It's surreal. It's mind-boggling. I haven't had one craving whatsoever.
I want to be very clear that this isn't a panacea. You had him on some other medications to help with those withdrawal symptoms.
During the initial detox.
We'd evaluate him and replete a number of electrolytes, provide him with vitamins. We gave him long-acting Librium, benzodiazepine, and Ativan. And he came through the withdrawal fine, safely, comfortably. Also letting him know if you get very tremulous or anything more significant, that you have to go to the emergency room.
And you met Jeremy. And Jeremy Miller, you all know him as the lovable Ben Seaver on Growing Pains. And Jeremy, as a recovering alcoholic, you've now dedicated your life to helping people like Todd overcome their addiction and sharing some of your own personal experiences with it.
Absolutely. I struggled every single day for 15 years. I honestly tried many, many different ways to get sober until I found this program. Nothing worked. This was a savior for me.
Do you still have the implant?
No, the implant, I had mine done a little more than 2.5 years ago, so it has long since dissolved. But I went through the life coaching program, which is a very, very crucial part of it. The medicine's a wonderful tool, but the life coaching is where you get the skills in life and the emotional skills, the mental, spiritual skills to be able to stay sober long term.
So what do you coach a guy like Todd to do now?
I tell him, I mean, Todd, you got to keep doing the work. Your life coaching is crucial. Working with Terry one-on-one, you have to keep up with your sessions. You have to keep doing the work.
And I would like to encourage anyone out there, if you're struggling with alcohol abuse or you know someone who is, reach out for help. There are so many people who are willing to help provide you with that help. Dr. Falieras, thank you so much for joining us. Jeremy, thank you.
Thank you.